Hi, hello. Welcome back to another hour of Minecraft. I'm recording this at 10:57, so the hour will be done before tomorrow. But the upload will not be. So don't be mad at me. I still got my hour in today. Oops, my schedule got away from me. I planned on doing this before I went to my friend's, and then I went to my friend's house, and then I got distracted. So today's message is SWM forever. I don't know what that means. Anyways, we're getting right into it. All right, we're starting off. How much stone did I get yesterday? Did I get not much? Okay, so what we're gonna start on today. The first things first, I need to raise this tower up. I need to raise it up a block. I've already decided that I want this and this to be at the same height. So we might have to sit and gather some stone for a minute. So I can, okay, brain. I was trying to rush home because I realized what time it was. I was like, I need to get the hour recorded, at least get the hour recorded before tomorrow, and then I can still say I played it in the day, even though the upload didn't happen. Because I've had that. I've uploaded the yesterday, like the day before, the next day, because unlucky upload times and all that. But just to make sure, this should be at 73. Yes, 73. And I'm still kind of in a rush for some reason. And then this should be 73. Yep. And then, if I'm right, this should also be 73. 73, okay, yeah. They're all at the same height now, which was the goal for the area. Because okay. Oh, dang it. So the only thing I have planned for today is I want to connect this to that. But I don't necessarily want to connect this to that directly. Maybe, but I don't think that's how it's going to work. I'm going to make this path that goes in and hooks this direction to this. And then I'm going to make that path that hooks through there all at the same height. The three block thing. The 3 block width path that I've got going here. Okay, I'm all kinds of screwed up now because yeah, and then, okay, yeah. Boom, 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 and then boom. Okay, we're still good. We're good. I got her figured out. I have got it in the bag. But like I was saying, I want to connect this. I don't know that I'm going to be able to build that section today. We'll see how much stone I get. But we're just going to work on connecting these 2 walls for the next little bit, pathway-wise. That way I can get an idea of, where things are and how they are. didn't have the tower fully finished yesterday either because I ran out of stairs. Do I have the... yeah. Stone cutter? Where did I leave it? Yeah, that tracks. So the only reason I really am like, I need to make all of it at the same height is because of like long distance bridges like that would look better at the same height, and it makes the main chunk of the castle look more like planned out. At least in my head, it makes it look more like it was planned out. The outside wall is kind of like, it just happens, you know. There is an outside perimeter that's not as strong, and then there's the interior perimeter, which is stronger. Just get enough for a second to finish this tower. Because I'm gonna need more stone brick in this episode than stairs at the moment. Well, okay, I might... No. Definitely need more stone brick than stairs today. We're gonna do another bulk work day. Sometimes the hours feel long, and sometimes the hours feel like they're not long enough. Okay, so the beacon, gonna have to move. Do we put it more centralized on what I'm building? Here's a problem. It has to be in range of the stone farm, or else I don't get insta-mine. And it was already just barely in range of the stone farm. So I might just put it down right next to it. Just for now. I also need to do some trades with villagers, repair my pick. Looking a little hurt. It would not last a 10-minute mining sesh, to say the least. Upgraded another right now. I'm getting there. I hear you in the comments. Also, exciting news. I'm starting to give some views. Some views are coming in, which is exciting. Extremely exciting, actually. Yeah, for now we just gonna put it over here. We gonna put it right here. this is put down, I'm gonna have to go. It's pick repairing time. All right, pick repair. Then we hello? I need more farmers. I need better deals on the farmers too. Anyone refresh their trades yet? Here, I'm gonna taunt the villagers real quick. What? Is it not nighttime anymore? Of course not. Huh. Wow. And I just took all the iron up with me. Dang it. Sheesh. Tall wall. Alright. I can do an inventory cleanup first. I can do something more exciting, although clearing out my inventory is not that exciting. I brought pumpkins up too? Dang it, man. Pumpkins are money. I say it again. Do I not have ender pearls? I guess not. I guess I need to trade for some of them. Alright, I'm gonna sit here for probably 5 minutes or so. I'm not trying to finish it today. I just want to block it out, get an idea of what I'm looking at. That way I, This is more of a, can I make it look decent from the platform above? And then we're good. So, some exciting news. I got my truck back today. Well, okay. Kinda. I don't know if it's back yet. But, so I've been driving my mom's car. Which sounds not great. It's a little Honda Del Sol. I've been driving my mom's Honda Del Sol. It's pretty awesome, actually. Because all of my family needs, everyone else in my family needs more than 2 seats. And it's the only 2-seater, and I don't need more than 2 seats. So that's, I get the small car. I'm fine with it. But I have been missing having my own vehicle again. Like my own personal. It's my vehicle. But my brother's been borrowing my truck because it's got 4 seats. I think I've talked about this before, how he's borrowing my truck. But my mom's other car, her original car that she was driving, the Subaru Outback, it had an issue where it wouldn't run worth a flip. It just was dying. Basically, it was running on 2 and it would not run good at all. But we finally figured, my dad, we don't know if it's 100% yet, but he was like, he did some testing and 1.5. So 1 injector and then the other injector was like all right. One of the injectors was just dead. The other one was not great. And then the other 2 were fine. So we ordered a full set of injectors and then let it run, and the thing runs phenomenal now. Okay, phenomenal is a stretch. It runs all right. So, and the Del Sol, the car I've been driving, now has a flat tire that's ruined because Dad drove on it with a flat for who knows how long. He was driving on the interstate, had a flat tire, didn't even know. It was smooth as glass the whole time apparently. Strangest thing, which it happens sometimes. I can't judge it for it. I don't think I would have noticed either. But it's a conglomeration of a number of different things. I can't drive the Del Sol right now because it's got a bad tire on it. My mom's car just got fixed. So we now have my mom's original car, the car that she's been driving for the last little bit, a little Mazda 3, maybe, I think that's what it's called. It's a little Mazda, I want to say SUV, but it's a little Mazda hot hatch. And then my Nissan. So Cameron gets the Mazda. My brother Cameron. I shouldn't name names. Oops. Anyways, I'm horrible at that. I'm gonna just give up. Anyways, my brother gets to drive the Mazda. My mom gets to drive her Subaru again, and I get my Nissan again. It's crazy. I get my own car again. The strangest circumstances mean I get my own vehicle back. And because I got my own vehicle back today, I fixed all of the issues that it developed when my brother was borrowing it. It had 288, I 284 when I drove it last. It has 303,000 miles on it now. He put so many miles on the truck since he's had it. He had to put 2 new tires on it because of that. And because he's put so many miles on it, the door handle broke, the driver's door handle broke, the fan clutch locked up, so it was just engaged all the time, so I finally got a new one of those today. He took the subwoofer out, and I put the subwoofer back. One of the vents had fallen out, and I put it back, even though it's still shattered in pieces. And I cleaned it. So, like, I washed it inside and out. I went to the car wash. I spoiled that truck. I cleaned the engine bay. I cleaned the outside of it. I went home. I cleaned all the trash out of it, and I vacuumed. It's not perfect, because the vacuum I have sucks. But, I spoiled that truck today. She's earned it, though. She's been put through the ringer. And now I'm going to get some... it's a 92 Nissan hardbody, so if you want to look that up, they come with these little, like, cups they go over the center caps. They're just center caps, but they look like little cups. And some of the older ones have a little silver sticker or a little silver thing in the middle that says Nissan with the blue and red logo on it, and it looks freaking awesome. And I want them really badly because my truck is now, it's been missing one out of the 4 for a long time. One of them fell off at some point. I don't know when it fell off, but it fell off, and it kind of upset me because I was like, wow, my only set of 4 caps I've ever had, well, the nicest Nissan I've ever had was 4 caps, and one of them just falls off randomly. Like, randomly, just out of nowhere. So that kind of sucked. But I'm gonna get new caps for it because it will really bring the look around on it. And then I'm considering, I don't know what the next thing I'm gonna do is. I'm probably gonna put a front end underneath it because the control arms and the tie rods and basically any bushing or ball joint in the front end is done. Is just done. It's gone. It's left the chat. That truck is very, how you say, squirrely. It's a little loose, which is fine. You know, it's good for an old truck to be a little loose, but it needs a front end back. So I'm gonna do that, and then I think I'm gonna get a steering wheel for it. First and foremost, I'm getting the center cap. It needs those, bar none. It looks awful having only 3 out of 4. So, and that's a cheap little thing I can do. It's like $40, so I can get those. And I'm gonna do the front end, which is like $200, I think. Pretty cheap for a front end. And then I'm thinking about getting a steering wheel for it because the steering wheel, since the front end won't be loose anymore, the steering wheel, again, it's got 303,000 miles on it. The steering wheel is worn in. You can see where the hands have been on this steering wheel. Like, it's very obvious. You can see the metal in some parts of it. And I'm worried that if I get it all tightened up in the front end, that my hand's going to want to sit in a different spot and it's just not going to be comfortable. So I'm thinking about getting like a black suede steering wheel or something to put in its place. So I have to get an adapter and all that stuff. And then I'll finally have a custom steering wheel for something. And then maybe a shift knob to go along with it. But I kind of like the factory one, even though it's wore out. So we'll see on the shift knob thing. I'm kind of particular on my shift knobs. I think it has been long enough. I think I have more than enough stone to get started. My Subaru Forester had, I got this fake Momo shifter. It was like a pistol grip style. It was made of wood. It was really weird. It wasn't like you would expect it to be plastic or something. It was not. It was not a great shifter. And I thought it was going to be the coolest thing. No, worst decision I ever made. And the Del Sol has this. It's just a carbon ball. Like, it's a perfect sphere of carbon that's cleared over, and it looks freaking awesome. And it feels good in the hand. Like I said, I'm kind of particular on my shifters, on my shift knobs. So we'll have to see if I can find anything that I like. That'll suit it. Okay. Wow. That lines up kind of good, actually. I can do like a little platform thing here. The only car I've ever had a custom shifter in, or a custom steering wheel in, was my Honda Civic. And it was this old boat steering wheel. Like an old hot rod steering wheel. I don't wanna say it was a boat, because it might not have actually been a boat steering wheel. But it was okay. Since I have the blocks right now, I'm gonna go ahead and set up the other connection too, and then we'll work on this section of wall today. We'll get bulk work on it if I have the blocks. Okay, hold on. I need to know what my coordinates are here. But it was one of those old, like, it would have been leather wrapped. It was kind of sick, actually. Okay, the block needs to be there. I can kind of go over to about here. Okay, we're gonna kind of take it slow here. As long as I'm on. Can I talk about one of my wildest dreams? Like, if I think it would be crazy. I think it would be awesome. Not that it would be, like, impossible. I think I could do it. If I really put my mind to it, I think I could do it. I think I really could do it. I would like to race NASCAR. At least once. Even if I go out and, like, lose horrifically, and then the team drops me, I don't care. I want to be able to say that I went out and raced. This is 73, right? Yeah. Either that or I'll have to stick with my go-karting, but, you know. What can you do? I just think it would be awesome. I'm gonna keep saying I think, because I do think a lot. I put a lot of thought into these things. I think a lot of thoughts about a lot of things. I don't know. It's funny. I actually one of the customers. I was loading their truck with the forklift, right? And he goes, Dadgummit, go away. He goes, this guy will be the next top NASCAR driver or something. I don't know. He said something along those lines. And I was like, wow, that's kind of strange, because I do kind of want to drive NASCAR. It's this weird pipe dream. It's not like anything crazy. I want to do a lot in my life. So I have lots of little dreams. It's hard to pin one thing down, but you know, at least I'll never get bored. If I get bored of one thing, I can always switch over and do another. But like, my original plan for life. All right, we're gonna get real deep here for a minute, just because that's what I'm thinking about. So you guys get to hear my yap session. My original plan for what I thought I was going to be doing was making music and building cars. Like, my idea was that I would become a famous musician. I was obviously younger when I was planning all of this. Was become a famous musician and then use all of that money to build the cars that I want. Right? And slowly over time, that is kind of transitioned to I want to make enough money off of YouTube that I can fund my car building and make more YouTube videos off of that and make more money that way. All at the same time, you know, if YouTube and me building cars ever turns into me racing NASCAR, it would be insane, but also awesome. Because I watch Cletus McFarland and I'm like, he did exactly what I want to do. He made a career out of car stuff. And guess what he does now? Race NASCAR. And he's good. He's freaking insane. Can we talk about how insane he is for a second? All right, what are we at? Negative 460. 78. I'm gonna start using coordinates here. This should open up into the tunnel. Yes. Okay. That's what I meant to do. Oh, and then after all of this, when I get too old, I'm still not 100% sure on this part of the plan. My choices that I want to make in life. Part of me wants to, when I retire, become a park ranger. But the other thing is to become a park ranger, you have to go through a lot of schooling, which costs money. You know, I'm not denying that I would have, you know, the more money I make now, the more easily it'll be to go through all the schooling. But, like, after all of my career and stuff done, I think it would be awesome to be a park ranger. The Boy Scout in me would be so happy. That I get to take care of wild land and all of that stuff, and which, you know, there's another part of me that was like, why don't I just become a wildland firefighter and call it good? You know, give up on everything else and become a wildlands firefighter. Not my worst plan I've ever had, I'll be honest. Also not my greatest plan. Alright, let's get building bulk work here. Also, to any of you who hate the fact that I just used this as a yap sesh, I'm sorry, but that's just how it be. I do be just yapping, and that's okay. You know, it's an hour. If you really just are not vibing with it, then you don't have to watch. I'd rather build an audience of people who just want to listen to me out. Which sounds, oh, that sounds awful. Never mind, I take it back. I want to build an audience who likes me, okay? That's the bar. You have to enjoy me. And I don't think that's very much to ask. If you're already watching, then you already enjoy it. Either that or you're going to sleep, which is fine. That's another thing that you can do. I would also be okay with that. One of my videos, I'm gonna say it. People are watching it and they're going to sleep. It's kind of the goal, and it's kind of working. People are just putting on a video just to listen to somebody talk, so they're not alone. And I want you to know you're not. Well, okay, that sounds creepy, but that's what I do. I put on a video to go to sleep, and if I can do that for somebody else, it's kind of always what it comes back to is I enjoy this, so I want to be able to do this for someone else. Like, I enjoy music. I want to be able to give somebody that feeling that, like, when they listen to a song, they're like, this is just a good song. It feels good to listen to, I really like this song. And I like to have somebody, I like to put on a video when I go to sleep. And, if I can be that calming thing or that person in the room for somebody, or if someone wants to watch my videos while they work even, or try and go to sleep, hey, the sleepers are welcome. More than welcome, actually. Not gonna lie, they also help with the algorithm a lot. But, c'est la vie, a guy talks about the algorithm in a minute. But, like I said, it always comes down to I need something in the room, so if I can do that for someone else, it feels like I'm paying back all of the people who did that for me. Luke the Notable. I watch a lot of Spoon Kid videos, a lot of Rust to go to sleep. Some Wellen. I put them on and I go to sleep. It's weird. I put on a Luke the Notable video and I pass right out. It's like that calming presence. That's not right. Like, before I even realize that I'm asleep. And then I'm waking up like, where am I? What universe am I in? Although lately it's been waking up to tooth pain because I still haven't been to the dentist. Working on it. Trust me, I don't want this tooth pain any more than anyone else would. It kind of sucks a lot. I understand it's mostly my fault because I just haven't scheduled anything. But I've been taking a lot of pain meds to try and, you know, just deal. Do we think that it is too much of, like, so this tower design, right? I'm using it everywhere. Every single tower is topped the same way. Is that too much for internal towers? Do I need to change how I'm doing internal towers? Make the design look a little bit different? Or do I just keep on keeping on? Because, like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I guess we'll see how it plays out. My only fear is that it gets too repetitive and just starts looking like, wow, this guy doesn't know what he's doing and only builds one style of thing. I kind of cut it a little close with the iron farm there. This is 73, right? Yes. I'm probably going to end up changing how this sorting system works. Also, I think I may be a big idiot. So the sorting design, like the auto sorter design thing, I think it's tileable. Like, and when I say tileable, I mean I think you can put them next to each other and they'll work. Like, directly next to each other, and they should be just fine. Because how the way redstone works is it's gonna go 3 out no matter what. It can't go farther than 3, and 3 away, and so how am I gonna explain this? Okay, so we'll say that this is our 2. What are they called? Those things. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. No. I'm sorry, guy. You cannot build. You cannot be there. You can't be here. Okay, so the question is do I move this wall? Or do I just spawn-proof it with, like, carpets? I think for now we spawn-proof it with carpets and see, or spawn-proof it with slabs, and we'll see how it looks here in a little bit. Because that kind of sucks that I just did that and not even realize. was that this whole chunk of wall is gonna have to be spawn proofed. That's good. That's great. Okay. Yeah, because all of this is now spawnable. So we're gonna have to spawn proof all of this with carpet. It's fine. It only sucks a little bit. It sucks a lot of it, but. I can get gray carpet and it'll kind of fit, and then I can get brown carpet and it'll kind of fit. It's not gonna look the best. But it's the things we do. We'll see how this looks up top, and I might either move the wall. Are you kidding me, dude? This whole chunk of wall is just not in a good spot. I really buggered that one up. I did good on that. Yeah, I think carpet's gonna be the way I fix this. Let's see how well the wool farm's doing. Have we gotten some wool in here? Yes, actually. Holy. Alright. Let's just go spawn proof it real quick. Ow. Problem is, I think I'm gonna like the wall where it's at. I actually got the iron that. Okay. No more spawn, please. I don't feel like killing any more of you by hand. I will always remember the sacrifice you made for me. Anyways, what's that from? It's like a very, and I will always remember the sacrifice you made for me. It's like the most bare minimum thing. It's like the equivalent of a pizza party for workers that are overworked and underpaid. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like, we appreciate everything you do for us. You work so hard every day. You know what? It does feel a bit awkward I really like it, but it feels like this should just be its own square. That just doesn't work with the area. I could move the iron farm. The iron farm could go over there, except it's all plumbed in already. It already needed work. Because I'm kind of feeling like just beam, beam, boom, just a square would make it feel better. Because the fact that it kind of goes out and around, I mean, it makes sense in my head that it goes out and around. It's just the fact that the iron golems spawn on it sucks. Let me look for a second. Let me think. I also really like this thing that we've got going on over here, where it kind of like L's around, if that makes sense. Like this tight little spot right here that's kind of like a... What if I... What if this and that linked up kind of thing? No, because then that negates the whole, like, this wall being that height. I really got to think about this. This is breaking my brain. Unsure. Very, very unsure. Hey, Cameron. Can you come give me an opinion? Luckily, my brother just walked in. He can give me a hand on deciding this. It won't be able to happen this episode, but I can get started on it, because I've only got 6 minutes left. Okay. So, I've got the wall, the outside wall, right? And then I'm starting to build an inside wall, and the main bulk of the castle is going to be right here. It's going to be here. So, I was building an internal wall where I've got like my garden thing going on here. And this section of wall where I built, iron golems spawn on it. So either I have to move the wall or move the iron golems. But hold on. So the other thought I had was just this wall goes out, over, and then back down in here, and it just kind of squares off. But the issue with that is I really like my little farm area here. Oh. Danger. I really like my little farm thing, and that would put the wall right here. That would put it right through my little crop. It's a toughie. Maybe I build like a tower here and then do what I've got with that, like that. So tower here and tower over there, and like bridge over the top of it. And that leaves that finishes the tower, but that the other problem is that kind of like, well, if I do the bridge thing and like leave this open but still Yeah. Make it this height and then do the arch thing over the top of my little farm thing. Okay. That means I'm going to have to tear all that down. All of that work I did. But this tower, so this and that are at the same height. So where I'm standing here is the same height as where I would stand over there. So all of this wall is one height. And then the outside wall is all at different heights. So then it creates like I don't know. It just, in my head, that it looks better that way. Where the internal wall is all one height for the castle, and then external walls are all different heights. But, okay. Thank you. I needed more opinions. Because I think the square wall here would look better than this weird kidney bean thing going on. Because their goal with this was to encapsulate the farm still in my own house. Alright, thank you. That's all I needed. Hey, tear that whole thing down. Got it. Everybody, that was my brother. We appreciate him for all that he is. And the help that he gave. Okay, so the idea that me and him were just talking about, if you were not following, was the tower. That'll be the wall. Actually, we need a tower here. We'll start this tower here. And we needed 3 would be there, there. So the tower would start here. And then, just didn't know that was right. What am I doing? Yeah. Okay. It makes sense. It's making sense now. So, rather than going off in this direction, the tower is now here. And then we do some kind of like bridge. I complete the model before I get done. Because I really do not want to lose my farm that I've got here. Ow. So in the next episode, we're gonna start by tearing everything that I just did back down. Mostly because the iron farm is messed up. Alright, those of you who are actually watching this, I'm so sorry that the things are going to pop up and you get to watch it for a second, but I'm really trying to get something going here. Where would that put my tower? That puts the tower squarely at the corner of the garden, actually. So one tower goes here. And then the other corner of that tower would go here. And then here. And here. I don't mind it, actually. Yeah, that's so much better. I'll just have to figure out how I want to do that thing later. All right, we get the take the thumbnail looking at my mess. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you guys tomorrow.